the Ghana Highway Authority, they announced last week that starting today, April 30, traffic will be diverted at certain portions of the Mallam-Kasoa road to pave way for ongoing drainage construction works at the Mallam Junction. Can I read this intro? It's on the prompter, is rolling. And the construction work, which will last 50 days, is expected to curb perennial flooding on the stretch. What I read, nobody heard, though. But Maxwell Agbagba is on the line. Maxwell, good morning to you.
He will legalize homosexuality.
Maxwell, we're in the studio, but don't worry. One person I know who uses the road very well to his constituency is the Member of Parliament for Eutu Senya West, the Deputy Minister of Communications, Nenyi Georganda. So I'm sure he'll be happy with this.
Yes, Roland, as you rightly stated, we are here on the Mallam-Kasoa road. Well, if you're using this road for the first time, you notice a significant change. What is happening here is that a section of the road has actually been cordoned off, and that is to pave way for the construction of a 500-meter drainage system here at Mallam Junction. Now, this is to stop the perennial flooding that some residents here have experienced, for years. Now, if you look at this filling station, this Bonjour filling station right here, they were forced to close down this filling station because of the perennial flooding here. Some years ago, we know of the incidents that happened at Circle when flood water actually displaced some underground fuel and then caused, a major explosion there at Circle. We don't want a recurrence of that. We also want to ease the perennial situation, the perennial flooding situation here. So that really has prompted the authorities to construct the 500-meter drainage system here, and construction is starting today. We are lucky to have with us someone from the Sanitation Ministry, Kranche Adama Tete. He's here with us. He's going to give us more information about this construction and when they are expected to finish work here. Kranche, you're welcome to join you.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Can you give us more information about this drainage system that you're constructing here?
Yeah, basically, as you are aware, the flooding was occurring here because the drainage system under the road was small. So the Ministry of Sanitation and Water Resources, with support from the World Bank, has started this construction to widen the drainage system under the road. And this is going to be 6 times what it used to be before. And this is supposed to reduce the flooding that has been experienced here in the past. This is going to join the water to the sea across the road. So it is actually going to pave way for the Bali stream to have enough volume or access to be able to move across. And as you can see, we had to cordon off the road because the road, we are going to cut through the road. As you can see, the cutter working this morning is going to cut through the road for the excavator to dig underground. What we did was that because we know it's going to take a lot of time, all the drainage have been precasted. You can see that in your background. We have precasted the drains. So all that we have to do is to dig the ground and then lift them into the ground so that we can finish quickly. We are estimating to finish this work between now to 50 days. But we're not going to cordon off the whole road. If you are from Awoshi, we have cordoned this section for now. And so traffic is being diverted onto the next lane. That is from Sakaman to Makati Hill. So when we finish this part, we will cover it up and then move to the next stage. That is the next section of the road. We will cut through that one. So when we are doing that, we will now redirect the traffic back to the old road. When we finish with the middle lane, then we move on to the next lane, which handles traffic from Makati Hill towards Sakaman, Odoko, Kaneshi, and beyond. We are going to cut that one also and divert the traffic back into the middle section. So this is what we are going to do. But once we are engaging with the public. We have engaged the services of the police MTTD. As you can see, they are around this morning directing traffic and has helped so much. So we have also engaged with the GPLTU. We have met with the regional branch. We have given them leaflets, and since Saturday we're distributing leaflets, trying to show people where the diversions will be. We have also engaged the media. There was a media tour here last week for all the various media houses to come and see what is happening here. So these systems have been put in place to ensure that people are aware. People are conscious, so that when they get here, they can have enough patience to be able to make the journey through. Okay. So that is what is happening here today, my brother.
And you're anticipating that you'll be done in 50 days. Now, recently we were at Kaneshi. Yeah. There's the construction of another storm drain, that ran through Accra Academy, and the contractor was telling us that you're going to construct a bigger culvert to be able to contain, the huge volumes of water. Is it a similar project?
Yes, all these projects are being done under the auspices of the Ministry of Sanitation and Water Resources in collaboration with the Ghana Highways Authority and the Ministry of Works and Housing, but it's being funded by the World Bank. So from here, we are going to move to Kaneshi to do the same thing there. As you are aware, anytime there is a rains, the Kaneshi place is also flooded. So that is also a continuation of this particular project.
Okay. How optimistic are you that this construction would stop the perennial flooding of Mallam Junction and its environment?
Yeah, as I indicated, what we are doing now, all the engineering studies were done, all the baseline studies were done, and then so the consultants, the engineers recommended. So this drain is actually 6 times what it used to be. So yeah, it's 6 times what it used to be. So we are very optimistic, but of course, once those things have been done and the rains come, we'll be able to know. But at least with what we have done, the studies we have done, we know that it should be able to handle the flooding to a very large extent.
Okay. So you just heard from Kranchi Adamatete. He's with the Sanitation Ministry. He's been giving us more details about what they are doing here. Let's get closer to the MTTD commander. He's standing here. Michael is here. He's going to tell us what they are doing as police officers to also control the traffic situation. Speaking to some people, they are saying that this morning the traffic situation is okay. I mean, vehicles are moving with a lot of ease. But they are anticipating that during the rush hour, around 4 p.m., 5 p.m., when a lot of people have closed from work, definitely there's going to be traffic. Let's find out from him what they are doing to make sure that they don't have too much congestion here. Mr. Michael is here. You're welcome to JoyNews. Commander, you're welcome to JoyNews. Okay, I think he agreed to talk to us. He's on the phone right now. I'm sure he'll be getting off the phone very soon. But this is the stretch here you are seeing. This is the Mallam-Kasoa stretch. Although they've blocked a section of the road, traffic is flowing with a lot of ease. A lot of drivers are able to get to their destination really quick. But some drivers we've been speaking to are expressing concerns that later around 4 p.m., 5 p.m., knowing this stretch, they know that there will definitely be traffic. We want to find out from the MTTD commander for Doko what they are doing to ameliorate the situation in case they are faced with such a challenge. Commander, you're welcome to join me.
Thank you.
Commander, what's the plan to ease congestion on the stretch? This morning, we can see that the traffic flow is normal, but later around 4 p.m., 5 p.m., I'm sure during the rush hour, you would have to, change your tactics or your strategy.
Yeah, we've had several interviews on air on our sister radio stations and have distributed some flyers, giving them alternative routes around this area. And I believe strongly, as we started yesterday, we had a mock traffic exercises, and we realized that we were able to manage them effectively. We are expecting same, and maybe a little increase of traffic, by which we're on the grounds to manage them effectively.
Are you able to give us information on the alternative routes that you've provided, so that for drivers who don't want to use the stretch, they can use those?
Yes, most drivers coming from Accra will surely use the main Accra, that is the graphic road, and towards Kasoa. And those coming from Tetekwashi direction, that's La Paz, Yameche, Awoshi. At Awoshi, they will have alternative route going through the Tarazu Road and making a divert onto the Waterworks area, then back to this main road. We've also placed men on the stretch to ensure that traffic flow is normal without any obstructions.
Okay. I want to say a big thank you to you. We just heard from the MTTD commander.
And that's our roving man, Maxwell Akbaba, roving this morning, trying to get motorists alternative routes to that road closure. We know the rains have set in, will be heavy in the coming weeks, if not days. Our worry really is that work's underway. It's going to take 50 days, and we're just, at this point, all we can do is to just pray.